Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming in and hitting the like button. Mm, It's been a minute since I've been on live, what, in the daytime, anyways. Some of y'all know that I've been coming through late night, or should we say early in the morning? Like you hit the live like 3 o'clock in the morning, because that's been the time that I've been up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm all over the place right now trying to get well, no, I ain't really trying to get my schedule back together. It is what it is. Um, but anyways, this morning I came through and I was just scanning through YouTube this morning, and I seen somebody had posted about something that they was going through. She had been I guess you can say jumped on, because you have to be so careful of what you say on here this morning. But my heart really went out to her this morning. She got really messed up in a situation between her and her boyfriend. I did a short about it or whatever, but I mean, it's just crazy to see somebody in that situation, and it made me think about when I was growing up in the sea. Like, I would wake up in the middle of the night and hear my mama and my auntie going at it, and then I wouldn't know what they was going at it for, but then you walk into the living room to see what they going at, and see my auntie lip leaking. Hey, Miss Coffee. Hi, how you doing this morning? You walk into the living room in the midst of they arguing, only to find out like your aunt's lip is split open, her eye jacked up, and all of this different kind of stuff and everything. And you looking and you trying to figure out, but ain't really no words coming out that let you know who was responsible for doing that. Well, good to know. That's good to hear that all is well. I've been over here in my little corner going through my little thing, and but let me before I jump all to that, because I'll be all over the place. But just seeing her on there this morning, and then she started to break down and say that she don't know what's wrong with herself. And when she said she don't know what's wrong with herself, I remember feeling like that at one point. I come from a place of where, like, and they say people that don't know, if you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? But I think there's a group of us that been put on this earth that you actually do know how to love people. You do other things and stuff for people out of love. Um, and the only thing that we want is we want that love back, but usually we don't get it. We don't get it in return. It's just we dare and we throw it out and we get nothing back. I feel like I'm one of those people sometimes, but I don't know if it's necessarily true, because I think I'm like in the middle of it, like trying to find balance. So I'm in the situation now where I have to figure out how to put a pause on pouring out that love. And not necessarily the love, but I don't know, being, you could say, being connected to people, giving. I have to be more cautious of that, because I think that giving is is causing an insufficient fund inside of me. And this the way that I see it. Anytime that you give and give and give, and there's nothing that nobody's putting back into you, you gonna come up with an insufficient fund, just like a bank account. You keep giving, even if you're a person and you got $1 million or more. If you keep giving every single day, the $1 million will run out. The same way, all of the things that you do for people and stuff, if you don't have anybody putting anything back into you, you're gonna end up with an insufficient fund. So I just wanted to say to that sister this morning that just because you're going through what you're going through right now, you don't have to stay there. And I already know you ain't gonna stay there. I know you're gonna move forward and you're gonna do some great things, because I know that there's some girls that's sitting around you and watching you, and you would never tell them in a million dreams to sit by and go through what you just went through. So today marked a new beginning for you. And her name was Jolie Shine. I don't know anything else about her. I just seen that one thing. So if you all wanted to go by and check it out and see what happened to her, because she was in a very extensive situation where her eye socket is now broken, her nose is broken, and just, it was a bad situation. So um yeah, my heart goes out to her. Yeah, so y'all go over and check her out. She'd got to have surgery and everything. And the most thing that she was worried about, from what I seen, because I can't watch that kind of stuff, because see, I'm me sitting and watching, and I'll be walking around and I'll be carrying her burden instead of being on the outside of it and praying about it. I'm I'm learning a little bit more about empath, but I carry, when I'm close to people, I can feel people's whatever it is for today. But my thing is, I don't know how to feel what people's issues are and leave them there. I don't know how to do that. So I'm a person, I pick up, and not because anybody telling me anything, but I can hear it. How? I don't know. It's why I don't like hanging around a lot of people at one time, because it's heavy. It's heavy on the brain, because you can hear and you can feel all of those people that's in that room together. You can hear and you can feel all of their feelings. So that sometimes can be very overwhelming. So, which puts you in a position to, you have to be kind of like a loner, if you understand what I mean. Just imagine you sitting in the room, and all day long the people sitting around you, you can hear their thoughts and all of that. It kind of like drives you up the wall. So how and why I got to that place, I don't know. I be thanking God for my husband. He sent him for sure. Absolutely. And Miss Coffee too. I, I would say the same exact things, but you already know we go through our ups and downs, even inside of marriage. But the one thing that I do know is, I know God sent my husband to me, for real. um, but I kind of just in the situation that I'm in right now. Um, the situation with that I talked to y'all about with the liar, which is somebody who I was very close with. And so, but it's crazy to be going through something with somebody that is that they've done or said something wrong about you. And now that they've said what they said about you, and you holding them accountable. Listen to how backwards this is. Now I done gave it to them and told them, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar. And I know this person feels like it's probably the end of the world for them. But then why, if I'm the one telling them all of the things that they did wrong and the things they said wrong or whatever, and I know I'm telling the truth, then why not would I be walking around feeling the weight or the heaviness that they feel? And that's what I'm trying to get away from, is I can feel what she feels now that this whole situation has gone down. And when you love somebody, it's not like a light switch. You can't just turn it off and on like you want to. It is that's there. And so, because this person is or was so close to me, I can feel what she feeling. Do I want to stay there? Absolutely not. Am I gonna stay there? Absolutely not. So all last week and most of this week, because I still been going through it. It has not been, the anxiety has not been, and it comes across as an anxiety. At first, it was costing me my whole night of sleep. I was just up, walking around, just getting no sleep, no sleep at all. And once I start to come together in my head of what's going on, after, like, why is this happening? What is going on? Every morning at the same time, 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I can feel this person's heaviness getting heavier and heavier every single day. Where their heaviness is right now, I don't know, because I've been in the business of separating myself, and not feeling it. I don't know the whole process of that, but I'm definitely trying to find my way to back up out of it, because one other time that I knew um that it was happening, when I went into the delivery room with my sister one time before. I mean, as she going through her contractions, they doing the epidural, and after they finish the epidural, she's getting her medicine or whatever. But I'm still feeling her contractions. Oh no, I gotta get up and exit the room, go out on the outside, and pray for myself, because Lord, I don't want to be helping nobody. Nobody give birth to their children. I got enough of them my own self. Let me do my own thing, not theirs. So I was able to leave from out of the room and pray over myself, and then able to go back in there and be with her while she had her baby and everything. But for whatever reason, this time I didn't pick that up right at the beginning. But after going through it for a while, then I started to realize what was actually happening to me. So um, it's just so much to talk about with that situation or whatever. So, but yeah, I'm just in a place now of, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to care about it, because none of it ain't none of my weight to carry anyways. If you a liar, you just a liar. Um, and unfortunately, that is whether you're one of my kids, whether you my sister, my auntie, my mama, whoever you is, if you a liar, you a liar. Um, so yeah, and that's where I am with that. So my anxiety levels, or and I'm being very, let me be very careful with calling it anxiety. I'm in a, it feels like anxiety, but I'm in a learning. I know for sure that I'm in a learning process of how to c- allowing different things to attach to me. So um, I don't fully know the journey, but I'm going through it right now, and so. But anyways, y'all, and two, it's like, since I've been like in this situation, I don't know how many times I done went back in the garden and I done planted. I don't know how many things, but I think because I'm in like this situation, like none of my stuff ain't been working, so I'm like, what the hell? I done planted. Like, now, one thing that I done planted. Now, y'all seen the last time I had squash and zucchini and stuff planted back there, but y'all know it's getting cool. The weather is changing and all of that good stuff. Um, but everything that I've planted in the garden bed, except for, we have broccoli. The broccoli is looking pretty good, but there's also someone that I need to go and redo the spaces. But all the other places up there, the garden bed is almost pretty much empty. Thank you, Miss Coffee. I am going to and I'm gonna figure this out after a while. Um, but I just keep planting different stuff, and child, nothing's coming up. So what I've done was, y'all know, go back there and start pulling up everything. And hey, Shalissa, go back there and start pulling up everything. But y'all see, I don't know if y'all can see, like right behind me here, I have my old handy dandy table. that I already got me some more stuff growing, even some stuff that I wasn't trying to plant for real. But it came up and it's green. I need to see green. I need to see green in my garden. So um, that's what it's gonna be. So behind me, I got I don't know if you can see this. Oh yeah, you can see this box right here. I got lettuce growing in this box. But usually when I plant them in this right here, whatever come in these right here, them be the ones that I give away to somebody. I got um Brussels sprouts because I'm tired of trying cabbage because it don't never ever work. You know, I grew a couple of cabbages before, but the cabbage what do better for me is the ones that you know, you buy the cabbage from the store and you don't mess with the core. And the core, if you sit it in water, it will start to grow the cabbage back. So usually that's what I do. But I'm gonna go with the Brussels sprouts this time because they say they're supposed to be better. Either way, Lead Farmer told us to try. For those of you all have a hard time that's growing cabbage, try Brussels sprouts. They supposed to do a little bit better than cabbage. Here in Florida, we always have the worms and everything and the earwigs and stuff get all in between them and everything. It just be the nastiest thing. And I done told y'all before, I done tried cabbage and it ain't did it. So now we done jumped on to the Brussels sprouts. My son was like, ew, Brussels sprouts. I was like, boy, you ain't even had no Brussels sprouts. You got to cook them like you do the cabbage. So, anyways, we went on to the Brussels sprouts. And then I told y'all in one of my videos, I went out there and because um I went and tried to. I called myself was sprinkling because y'all seen I had grown green onions and I let them go to seeds and I kept my seeds. So I had this one envelope in my hand and I swore that I was finna dump me some green onions into the garden bed. And I ain't look at the seeds when I opened. I just knew that they were green onions. Honey, I went to shaking them in the thing and just walked away all confident, just knowing that I was going to have me some green onions. I went out there looking for my little sticks, you know, the little grass pieces that you look for when you go out there after you done planted your green onions. I ain't see no sticks. I started seeing something that looked like this right here. And we know this ain't no way no green onions go. So I was like, what in the world is that I done planted? I ain't have no clue, yeah, of what it was. So then I had to go back to that little envelope and I'm like, what is this that I put in the envelope? Again, not labeling stuff. Go back into the envelope and I look and I say, these seeds look like they could be broccoli, collard greens, cabbage. You know how those little ball seeds be looking. Anyways, but I think what it was and I still ain't sure, but then maybe y'all can tell me what y'all think. Cause this is what came up. You see that? Now y'all know that this could be broccoli, cabbage, collard greens. You know, I don't know. But they look pretty, don't they? They look pretty. But what I actually think they are, and again, I didn't write on the packet what it is. I think these are mustard greens. I really think so because I had some that went to seed. Not last year, but the year before went to seed, and I didn't label them, and so I believe what we have here is us some mustard greens, and we got plenty of them. So I wasn't trying to plant mustard greens, but um, it ain't the worst thing. It's not the worst thing ever. So we gonna roll with those mustard greens. And let me see what else I got. I got a whole bunch of those up there. So I already done told one person that they can get some of my starts because it's always more, way more than. And what I have going on right now is between the Brussels sprouts. Okay, and this one right here, we got lettuce. Let me show y'all. let me show you our Bibb lettuce. This the lettuce that we grew last year, and everybody was like, "Girl, that lettuce is so pretty." But this one right here is that same lettuce, that Bibb lettuce. It grows very, very pretty. Um, and it's my favorite lettuce to grow. So I already got it started, and you see how many of them it is. So between that right there, the Brussels sprouts, and the mustard greens, I think we're gonna see some green. And I also got planted in the back. I got turnips, um oh, some other kind of collard green, some collard greens, different collard greens than the ones we already got planted in the garden. And then I got what you call it, a miscellaneous lettuce. The all different brands of lettuce. Um is what I already have planted there, and whatever else that come up, and the okra and stuff is looking real good. But um, other than that, that's what we got going on. I don't know if anybody got any questions. Probably ain't no questions. I haven't really been on here like that. I'm trying to get back. I've been trying to stay active on YouTube because y'all know once I get into like a little funk or whatever, I can have a good, I can be rolling real good. As soon as I get into like a good groove, something will happen, and then I'll be like, I'm back at square one again. So, and that's usually how I roll. But this time I've been, even though I backed off some, I still been trying to stay active. I think I missed one day without posting anything, and in my opinion, when I first came on. I'm doing better than what I did when I first came on. But me, I life. Life with Tashanna, and that's what it be doing. Life and life just be rolling. So I'll be rolling with it. So y'all know we done had all these storms and stuff around here. And none of this stuff ain't gone yet, I guess, because it was horrible. I haven't even looked around all of Florida just to see what had happened around in this area was enough. And I had videos and everything that I didn't even post all of that stuff, but right here in our own neighborhood was bad enough. But yeah, today I think I got a lot of different kinds of beans and stuff that I wanted to go ahead and get into the ground today. I'm just not sure that uh, where where I wanted to put them down at. But I think I'm gonna figure that out before today is over with. But I just wanted to come on, and that tree video had me. Oh, ooh, that thing was Miss Coffee. If you could hear me in, because you make the original video, then you go and you edit it to make it into your little shorts and everything. In the back of that video, all you hear me saying, Jesus, 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 Jesus. That tree was rocking, and I'm like, oh my God. And the other one, the other tree that was next to that tree, it actually hit the power line during the storm when it broke. And it hit this shed that's behind me. But this one right here, the way that it was rocking, it looked like it was gonna take the whole shed out and some other stuff. So I don't know. It was a scary situation. And Miss Coffee, the person that you seen running on the video, that's the motorcycle. That's the motorcycle guy, the same boy, the same boy that I was on video with y'all in the boy and I told y'all he be riding that motorcycle up and down the road. That's him that came and cut the tree down. So even we talked about he went home and told his parents that I cussed him out when he fell off the motorcycle. And I was like, oh my gosh, you wouldn't have told your dad no that. He was like, yeah, I wouldn't have told him. And he was like, and his daddy was like, well, right, right. And his daddy was like, well, I told him he should be thankful that of what you gave to him because if it had been his mama, if it had been his mama that came down here and saw him on that ground sliding down the road, She say she'd have beat him up off the ground and back down there to the house. I said, oh, then he got away good. He got away good with that one right there. She said, yeah. But I told y'all on that day when he fell off that motorcycle, he jumped up off the ground and he was like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. And he made it look as if nothing was wrong with him. Well, you know, I always say I hate when illusions are created. I hate them with a passion. I hate illusions. Well, I'm telling you, I watched this boy slide from my mailbox to my neighbor's mailbox. And he jumped up as if nothing was wrong with him. I couldn't see any scrapes. I couldn't see nothing on him when I went to go and see him. But I just knew. I say, there is no way he just did all of that sliding and he ain't got on nothing protective or nothing. And he ain't skinned up. Well, honey, I got the story. That boy said, that boy said when he left here, he said he felt all right. But when he got down there and he went to go and take a shower, he said it was like 1,000 bees was stinging him at one time. He said he was missing skin from everywhere. But I'm glad I didn't see it because what that would have did was probably made me feel his pain that I did not want to feel. But he told me that he was missing skin from off his butt, his arms, his back. He was missing skin and stuff from everywhere. He said, boy, when he got in the shower, he said he was just hollering in the shower. He said his dad had sympathy for him because his daddy done been through it before. But he said his mama wasn't studying. Go ahead and say, but his daddy was upset with him because he bought him a bunch of protective gear and he does not want to wear the protective gear, and he chimes in and says, yeah, because it was too hot. It was too hot to be wearing protective gear. And his daddy told him, he said, yeah, that road was hotter though. The road was hotter, wasn't it? Yeah, it was funny on that day, but the day when I seen him fall off that motorcycle, no. And so now he respects me just a little bit more when he come by here. He don't do his little tricks and stuff when he come by my house. He like lower the motorcycle, ride past my house, and then he go down the road somewhere. Yeah, do that in front of somebody else's house. You know. So I don't really see him, but boys will be boys, and I love it. I got sons of my own, and I already know what it is. How we grew up, they all grew up riding on motorcycles. Even I was riding on them, but I don't do motorcycles. They only have two wheels. I need four, so I ride four wheels. Anyways, though, um, but yeah, it was good to know he ain't break nothing or none of that good stuff. But he did get skinned up, and on that day, I thought, nothing ain't happened to him. But nah, he got stung a little bit. Okay, and then let me see what else I got going on. I think that's all. I think I came on and broke the ice today of me starting to go back and do live again. Um, yeah, I think that's it. I ain't really been through the tube or any of that stuff. So like, see, I've been not watching a lot of other people's stuff right now, just trying to get my mind right. But don't think I ain't forget about none of those people that I go over and I check out, and and sometimes my mind ain't wrapped around it right, and I'm not paying attention. I still go and I still play your videos, and I let them play, and I still like I just don't comment and stuff, but I feel like today, come on out, Shauna. I'm doing my last trick or treat in this lifetime. Okay, I hear you, Mom, Miss Coffee. I posted a video about it, but I've been out of that circle for a very very long time. Um, and it's not something that we usually have, because I always tell my kids, you can dress up and you can eat on any, you can pick 365 days of the year that you can do it. It don't got to be done on this particular day. And I feel that way with all holidays. Like, you can pick any day of the year to be thankful. You can pick any day of the year to give a gift. You can pick any day of the year to eat candy. It does not have to be on these specific days or whatever. And but every now and then I will um like take my kids to like one of the what they call, well, here they be like tent or treat or trunk or treat or something like that. I'm not too into it or whatever. Me more so, I just take my kids where they can get them some candy that I ain't gotta pay for. But anyways, yeah, I'm not into that thing. I went to one of them the other day just to get out of I didn't intentionally leave to go to um a harvest festival or anything. I went with someone, and that's where they ended up being at, and I wasn't against being there. And it was actually nice to be out and just be around, just in the just out and about. And that's it. But I feel you. Making memories with my grand girl. Take her to vote yesterday. Um, I thank God. I think God is slowly snatching Halloween from me too. I haven't did my Halloween usual this year, but I still like it. But my kids are big, not so. It's not so exciting anymore. Yes, Shalissa, you was all into it the other day, girl. Yes, you really, really love the holidays, and I already knew that anyways. But yeah, we making the memories and everything, and then too, we got the little grin here, whatever, and all the time you take them out and around those things, it can be a scary experience for them because ain't there everybody got on no cute little costumes. So some of those stuff uh are traumatizing to the kids or whatever. But yeah, my kids been though. We used to do the little neighborhood thing about 15 years ago, but I think we used to do that, and I went from letting them go in the neighborhood to just doing something where I bought them their own candy or whatever, and they just did something on the driveway, and they could have friends over or something, but it was never on Halloween. Hey, Corian, how you doing today? It was never like for them to go up, I'm gonna drive her to the rich places and let her go. Okay, alrighty then. Yes, to the rich places. But here, even in the neighborhood that I live in and stuff, nobody don't do none of that stuff. It's like people around here looking at you like you crazy. We don't even see people walking around. Nobody has their porch lights. It's like everywhere I go, it's like nobody's into it anymore. So but yeah, y'all gonna get that candy on break just listening. Um so I know we not doing, if we go somewhere tonight, it ain't gonna be nothing to do with nothing to do with that. But yeah, God worked on I've been that's been a situation that been working on I've been working on in my life. Well, I didn't it just like I just woke up one time and just felt like, I really don't want to do it, and then it just kept progressively. You know what they say, if your conscience doesn't bother you, neither will he. So that's how I kind of feel about those situations. Like, I don't never be the one to like tell somebody, You shouldn't be celebrating this day. You shouldn't be celebrating that day. You should celebrate whatever God allowed you to celebrate. And when He get tired of you celebrating, it will be snatched and removed without anybody's help. Is what I believe. And if your conscience ain't bothering you, go ahead and do your thing. Do your thing. You should see all these churches participating. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They and two. Okay, I do see a lot of them because a lot of the places that I've been seeing and riding by, there's all churches that I've been seeing a lot of the schools and stuff. I see all of the churches have some put up, and they calling it a fall festival. But what are they participating in? I don't know. That's just something. That's one of the things that um are they taking it back? I don't know. I just kind of look at it as I feel like if they ain't doing it on the day that they set aside for them to say they made it their own thing and they doing something different. I don't know. What is it to say about it? My bus is going to be full of candy wrappings. Hey, you better believe you better believe it. Korean, you be looking in the children bag too. Cause the kids go, you get the yeah, see and I'm trying to figure out how to you said no. I do. Try especially for a Reese's peanut butter cup. Let me see what you got in your bag. um but I don't know. Do you still feel like if even if they're a church and if they're not doing it on the day of Halloween, are they still participating in the holiday or do are they just creating their own thing? I don't know. But like I said, myself, I don't like to be the one, or I don't. I wouldn't even call it a judgment, but it's like they call them like pagan holidays and all of this different kind of stuff. Because there was a time when I absolutely loved every one of them. Me with Halloween, I ain't never really cared too much for Halloween. Every kid be excited about it. But when we was coming up and Halloween was going on over there in good old Gifford Gardens in Gifford, child, it was always horrible. Soon as you come outside, you getting ready, you all dressed up in your trick or treating outfit, and your mama taking you trick or treating and stuff. You got some food that's over in the ditch, throwing eggs, throwing toilet paper, and all that kind of stuff. So when they hit you with the egg, then they throwing the toilet paper to try to make the toilet paper stick to you while you got the egg on you. So Halloween was always jacked up back in the days. So when my mama kept having experiences like that where they was throwing the eggs and stuff like that, she stopped all of the going trick-or-treating and stuff like that. Well, what we then started to do, the malls and stuff, after all of that stuff started happening, then the malls and stuff started participating in it. So you just get your kid and dress them up, and then you walk them around the mall and they get candy from all the different stores and stuff like that. But that ain't never been like one of the things. Yeah, they definitely wear the costumes at the fall festival. I seen them. So um yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying that I see those people doing those things. I'm like, go ahead and do it, because if they having the fall festival at the church, it has to be like some, I'm guessing, because I don't really know how that works. But if the head that's leading the people in church, I would consider that to be the pastor. And I think I'm saying it right. If the head does not feel conviction for having those things, then Yeah, that's just kind of how I view it. It's like if you the head of your household or and whatever, and you don't feel no conviction of going to do those things, then I just feel like that it go right in where it say if your conscience does not bother you, you neither shall I. I just don't I don't participate in it on those days. I do, however, participate in some of the things that they have going on because I was just at, I did two of them this year that just took the kids there to have some candy. They had something at the school, but we was there. They also had something else. The course had something, and they put everything together. But to each his own. If nothing ain't bothering you, then go and do your thing. I'm going to ask for some gum since you mentioned it. All right, girl, you found you something that I love to find me too. Let me tell you, there's two things that I be looking for in the bed: a Reese's peanut butter cup. Right, do it for the children. And we do know the truth. Absolutely. I'm looking for the Reese's peanut butter cup, and I'm looking for an apple or either a watermelon Jolly Rancher. After I done got them too, honey, I don't need your bag. Go ahead on. I think it's a lure for the churches and to come and fellowship. Yeah, but now Korean, when we talk about those kinds of things like that right there, because I okay, let me see. Can I explain this right? And I'm trying not to go too far away from what it exactly came up inside of me. If it's something that is not right or something to be shot down, why is it something that the church would have to use to bring those people in? And let me tell you something, because sometimes things need to be put into context. I got that question because I have a I have a scenario and it goes like this, and y'all let me know if it makes sense that I'm comparing the two to each other. I had a situation in my life before where somebody came. Well, I was actually going through a situation similar to what I'm going through right now, like with my anxiety and stuff like that. But I had some people that came over from the church and that was praying, and I had a medicine that I'm prescribed. I had it in my hand, but I already told y'all I don't necessarily take the medicine. I just hold it for comfort, if that makes sense. But anyways, I wasn't taking the medicine. But anyway, somebody asked us to hold hands, um you know put a prayer circle together, and they asked us to hold hands. Well, while we held hands and prayed, I put my medicine on the table. When that prayer was over with, the medicine was missing. I asked those people that were there, did they see the medicine? And at this moment, I'm in chaos because I need to find this medicine. I have little kids, and I need to find this medicine, point blank, period. And also, it was bringing me comfort. Well, this thing throwed me off. So, what I'm saying is, if you came in the name of Jesus to come and pray, then what is your purpose for lying while you do it? The two of them don't make sense to me. Why would God send you to pray for somebody, but you got to lie in the midst of you praying? Because those four ladies left there, and possibly in my opinion, not possibly, in my opinion, they all left there telling a lie because nobody knew where the medicine went to. And then here we get a year or two down the line, and they all waiting on the person who actually took the medicine to tell me that they took it. Meantime, I'm there going through what I'm going through in my mind, crying, looking on the floor like I'm a crackhead for this medicine that I don't want my kids to get a hold to. But we get a year, and I wasn't going through that for a year. But the reason I bring that story up is if you going in the name of Jesus, then why you got to bring a lie with you to do it? So that's why I just wanted you to understand the two things that I'm trying to put together. Well, I think it's a lure for the churches to come in fellowship. Somebody snatched my Halloween egg back in the day. Ah man, Korean, they ain't leave you there crying, did a girl. That's wrong. No, and you know what? I did know people that to do that. People be done went trick or treating and stuff, and you walking down the road and with your bag on the way headed back home, and somebody just run by you and just snatch your bag of candy from out of your hand and keep on running. Yeah, I definitely seen that. Um, my kids gonna have to give me give me candy back for giving them my candy. Even trade today, girl. What you say? Even swap no swindle, Shalissa. Even swap no swindle. They gonna have to give you back your candy, huh? Girl, don't dupe the kids. But yeah, maybe that is a way for them to get the people. And I'm not necessarily saying that those people are lying, or I ain't putting anything off on them. I don't feel any type of way that the churches do that, um or no nothing, but that part, comparing those two together and just telling you about what's going through my mind, even just reading that and thinking, nah, you don't need to lure nobody using those things or whatever. But again, no judgment for that. Do what you do. When your conscience bother you, then, and I ain't got nowhere that I can put you anyways, heaven nor hell, neither one of them. So um do what you do. But y'all, I think I got a couple of things that I need to do today. um and I think I'm gonna go ahead and get those things out of the way. And then maybe the next time I come back on here, then my mind will be a little bit more open to getting back to other things. But y'all know over here, this is Life with Tashanna, where life is like a box of chocolate. You don't never know what you're gonna get. Um, but we do over here believe in growing on the inside and on the outside. Um, and you don't gotta go nowhere. If you go grocery shopping, I know you got some kind of seeds or something that you can plant. You ain't gotta go buy no seeds. You buy food that already have seeds. Even if it's a bean, go get a bean or something and plant it. It'll be one less thing you gotta worry about going to the grocery store and get. But we believe in growing over here, and whatever we growing, we believe in adding it to our life so that it can be a manifestation of how we are growing in life, point blank, period. But we believe in growing our food. When you grow your own food, then you know what's going on with your own food. Um, we believe in preparation, preparing, because you don't know what's gonna happen. We still waiting to see what trickles down from the ports being closed. What are we gonna be lacking in coming up? Because that stuff ain't came. Everybody is like, you almost look for it to happen immediately, and those things don't happen immediately. You kind of see them coming down the pipeline. It's like a delayed reaction. So just stay prepared. And if you haven't already started, go ahead and it ain't too late to get started. Um, so you don't be out here wondering. So that's what I want to say. Grow something. And you all have an amazing day. And thank you all for coming through and checking on you, girl. But We'll be back soon, hopefully sooner than later. But y'all continue to grow. Grow on the inside and on the outside. It's an amazing thing. Until next time, y'all, this has been Life with Tashanna. See y'all later.